Welcome to Fantasy Pros. We're in late May running a live half PPR mock in Draft Wizard with our 2026 rankings up, and I've got Pat Fitzmaurice, Jake Seeley, and Joey Wright with me. Joey, how's Memorial Day, and how are things at Football Guys?
All good at Football Guys, and I kicked off a 4,000-piece Home Alone Lego build before the season swallows my time.
Mine was a cookout win. My buffalo chicken dip got the recipe request, which is the party trophy in my book.
I'm a short drive from the actual Home Alone house, and no, I'm not moving into a real horror movie set anytime soon.
We're drafting 1 QB, 2 RBs, 3 WRs, 1 T, and bench. Pat, with an early slot, what's your plan at the top?
I slightly prefer Bijan over Gibbs at the turn because I like the bigger bell cow profile. Then I'll pound wide receiver in a 3 WR build.
Joey, if you were near the top, who's your guy?
I'd take Gibbs first overall, but from 10, I'm thrilled with Amon-Ra, or I'll double up at running back.
I picked fifth on purpose to let the clear top 5 sort itself out, and happily took Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Quick reset. Chase, Bijan, Gibbs, Puka, JSN flew, and on the turn, I paired CeeDee Lamb with Drake London to invest in Atlanta. Pat, any issue doubling WR there?
I like it in 3 WR formats, and I later added A.J. Brown, expecting a New England landing plus to Tara McMillan for ascending upside.
I've got A.J. Brown around WR14, regardless of where he lands, with New England the most realistic.
I've shifted on Zay Flowers into top 15 territory because the scheme and play action emphasis should juice him.
I usually wait on quarterback unless Josh Allen slips, so I grab Javonte Williams as my RB1 with Dallas all in on him.
I tried a 4-wide start and passed on Lamar to experiment, and Joey scooped Colston Loveland in the 4th for strong TE value.
Kieran looked like a bargain, and Jacobs went before ranks could adjust. I preferred Emeka Egbuka and Terry McLaurin over Luther Burden for redraft right now.
I chose Garrett Wilson over Brees for roster shape, and later pivoted to Jackson Dart, which pushed me into a hero RB path with RB2 to solve.
I took Justin Herbert in the 5th to keep betting on the Chargers, then swung on Quinshon Judkins as my first back.
Judkins in the 6th is a workload value I like, especially if the quarterback runs less.
Brown's intel says a healthy Judkins likely leads, but in a committee, and their tight end could pace targets, which nudged some of my mid-round choices.
I landed DeAndre Swift as the last back in a tier, and Tyler Warren for a meaty role, even with some QB health questions.
I like my balance, and I'm fine waiting deep into drafts at QB unless a star falls.
I felt great early, then missed a few RB targets, and now I'm hunting an RB2 while leaning on a deep wideout room.
The hero build from pick 2 feels right with 4 solid WR2 types, a steady RB2, and a discount tight end.
Tight end talk, I chose Pitts over Laporta on a Falcons bet. Jake leans Laporta, and Pat says a Diggs to Atlanta curveball would swing that call.
If I miss Loveland early, I'll wait and stack late options for value instead of forcing it.
In the 8th, Joey grabbed Tony Pollard for early season juice. I swung on Menungai, and Jake settled on Ramondre as a workable RB2.
Jacksonville's WR trio sits tight together. I wanted a Lawrence Parker stack, but took Dak to stay inside the top 12 QBs.
I chased Jonathan Brooks for upside while Jake hedged with Kenneth Gainwell on Bucky Irving uncertainty.
I'm still calm on Bucky with months to go and don't view Gainwell as a major threat to his role.
I waited until the 10th for Matthew Stafford and later paired him with Mahomes for matchup plays, with Romeo Doubs slotted as a steady WR.
I couldn't pass Laporta when he slid, even as my second tight end, and I stashed Charbonnet for a playoff push.
I took Khalil Shakir as a Bills flyer and closed with Tank Bigsby as an injury contingent stash.
I paired Dylan Sampson with Judkins and took late WR swings on Travis Hunter and Casey Concepcion.
Yeah, I like Malik Washington's path to volume in Miami and finished with Jalen McMillan and Hunter Henry for cheap points.
I grabbed Omar Cooper for toughness and sprinkled in Emmett Johnson and Claiborne as change-up RB darts.
The post-draft tool dinged me for a Herbert reach. Pat graded near the top. Jake landed mid-pack, and Joey got mixed expert feedback.
It wanted me to go RB at the 2-3 turn, but I'm happy with how the receiver room came together.
Favorite starts included a bold McCaffrey Neighbors Allen build, Team 11's double RB, then double RB, then WRQB run, and Joey liked my 0 RB start with London and Smith set to soak volume.
On roster construction, I loaded wideouts and stuffed my bench with high upside RBs, so one break can fix RB2.
Pick slot wise, I'd still ride with 2 to lock an elite back and then hammer wide receiver.
I like the top 5 range or the ends this year, and I'm less into the murky middle.
I prefer the late first because Amon-Ra often falls and I can still land a true RB1.
Final takeaway, elite tight end value is back, and Loveland in the 4th feels like a cheat code.
Tight ends look tiered like QBs. Get in early, or if you miss the big groups, wait and punt late.
I'm leaning into trustworthy offenses and stacking them across builds.
Drafting early can snag risers like Jonathan Brooks, and waiting on quarterback remains a real edge.
That's our late May half PPR mock. We'll run many more through summer, and we'll see you next time.